it's another episode of Boxing Bantz, and I just want to introduce the world to Will Olipant. Pal of ours, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm very good, mate. I'm very, very good. Injured at the moment, but getting there. We're back very soon.
Excellent. So, for all those who don't know, Will was a very young professional fighter, was just about to have his debut, and a bit of bad luck befell him. So, why don't you tell the podcast viewers of Boxing Bantz at home what that was?
It was basically had a big show, a matchroom show, got a box, and then just a simple run on the curb, gone, just like that. You know what I mean? Can't even fight, but it is what it is. I know what I'm capable of doing. Do you know what I mean? I was training hard, I was ready. I think I was going to knock someone's spark out, if I'm honest with you. But I'll be back, do you know what I mean? And hopefully in November time, I'm back, do you know what I mean? Like, no messing about. We're straight back in the gym once I'm ready to go again. Same same results.
Do you know when you're going to be back at Will's?
So it is, I don't actually know yet, do you know what I mean? I'm not back in the gym yet fully. So now just getting over my injury still. It's a slow process, like I said, doing the resistance.
You don't want to rush it either, do you?
Like no, you can't rush it, because that's the thing, like if you rush it, it's been injured forever. Like, that's it's gonna be weak forever, so you've got to build it properly. You know what I mean?
Listen, if it takes a little bit longer than normal, it's best to take that long route.
Yeah, so be it, you know what I mean? That's the way it is what it is. Like, I'm still young, I'm only 23, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, you've got your whole life ahead of you, so, if you don't fight this year, it's probably more beneficial for you. I know you're eager to get in that ring and, show the world what you're capable of, but I think if it's me personally, and probably Andy, I'd take that little extra time. I would just to sort of...
Yeah, you're right, you won't be 110%, because, do you know what I mean? Because, like, no, I mean, I probably would have fought. Like, I would have fought with a bad ankle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even fight. But you just can't do it, can you? Do you know what I mean? It's like it's a risk. It's a risk. Imagine like I'm fighting and suddenly it goes. Do you know what I mean? It's
listen.
It's a risk.
Something
you only get one day.
Something similar happened to David Hay when he fought Bellew.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, so
his Achilles went on him.
Same problem.
He's Achilles. Yeah, he done his Achilles. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he was in a bad way, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in a bad way. Yeah, he was. I think he done something before, like Stinny or something like that, and it was weak, and then that's when it went.
Yeah. But then he rushed it, wanted to fight, and it cost him, didn't it?
I mean, David Hay had a repetitive. We kept having those ankle sort of injuries, didn't he? And the feet and ligament injuries, he kept sort of having them.
And the toe.
Oh yeah,
remember the picture of the old toe and all that.
And then we've done the big
Klitschko goes, look at my toe.
Yeah, the Klitschko. Was it a Klitsch toe, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, the Klitsch toe. That's it. The Klitsch toe.
The Klitschko toe, as it's now been named. So, where did your boxing career start? Where did it start for you?
So funny enough, because when I was 7, I actually done Muay Thai first. So I was into the Thai boxing when I was in the English squad. I had about 50 Thai fights. Won most of them, about 40 of them maybe. But when I was 10, I moved into boxing. I started off at Body Shops, and then to Eltham, and then Repton. My best year was at Repton, though, 100%. I think I won 2 national titles there. I think I only lost like 1 or 2 fights for him out of like 20 or 30, you know what I mean? Then back to Body Shops, won a title there. And yeah, that's it, man. Now I'm ready to step up, you know what I mean, in the pro game.
Oh, so you've got sorry, Ed, it's gone.
I was going to say, and you managed to get signed as well, which is great.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I was on a massive show, do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't ask for better. Like, Johnny Fisher's show was there, was streaming, do you know what I mean? But, yeah, there's loads of opportunities, do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I think you'll get there. Go on, Max, your turn.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, like, it sounds like you've got, like, a pretty decent amateur record behind you as well. Isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm saying, because I've only like 50 boxing fights, like 50, not only like 58 or something. But I've had like 50 Thai fights as well, do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, so you've got a well-established amateur background behind you. And then we were speaking to Adam Ahmed, who's never had one amateur fight. He's had one professional fight
at
the time we were speaking to him. And, he done a demolition job on his first opponent out in Poland. And then... same again on Saturday.
Well, it was a bit more of
it's crazy. The street fighters, like Eubank was like it. I think Conor Ben was the same as well.
Yeah.
I think those fighters, though, I mean, they've got an easy access into the business by who their fathers were, and it's...
Oh, yeah, 100%. Listen, it's not what you know, it's who you know, isn't it? And for them...
I'll tell you the scenario. We went out to
100%,
Raw in Poland, Max and I, Usyk Dubois, right? We went there. Who's co-headlining the event? Adam Hamid. Without any amateur background, nothing. He's co-main eventing.
Yeah, but his father was quite a big sponsor.
Yeah. It's amazing that, isn't it? It's amazing. Could you imagine your first fight, Will, going in, let's say December 21st, Riyadh season, co-main eventing, Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. That is what essentially happened, because it was, and it is, this is no disrespect to Adam. But I believe that you've got to go and pay your dues in this business, and he is learning on the job. That first opponent he had, Hardy, in Poland, he might not as well have showed up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a battle.
Well, that man was fat the man in the pub.
Yeah. Excuse me, mate. You're not busy tonight, are you? Come on down here.
Is it a pub? Yeah, that's South London, mate. Is he drinking down in Birmingham? One of the mere Wolverines.
So you come from a fighting family. So tell the people of the podcast who you relate to.
Yeah, it's like my granddad, Phil. He's massive into the boxing. My great grand he done likes of the corner like Lenny McCann, all them sort of fights as well, which is mad. Yeah. He was like a top coach. And obviously my granddad and my uncle, they've done boxing as well, national final stuff. Didn't follow it through. They met beer and women. So,
I'm sorry, that's a sad story for most of us. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, it's easy done though. Like people just get distracted. I mean, but you just got to stay focused. Like so me and Jack, my twin brother Jack, we got to be the ones to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like they didn't do it, so we have to do it.
Yeah,
like,
I'll tell you what, boxers, I think, are special breeds. You know what I mean?
It's a hard sport. It's more mental, isn't it, than actual physical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you've got to be up there. If you end up there, mate, it's like, don't bother.
Yeah, I mean, look at you, for instance. Got an arm broken ankle, and you still want to get in that ring, train and all that. You've got to be mad to do that anyway. To think that it's your life. You wake up. Oh, what gonna do? Oh, go for a run. Oh, I'm gonna get in that gym. I'm gonna spar. I'm gonna do some pad work and all that. That's all you're thinking about, all constantly.
Yeah. Even now, even not training now, like it makes you depressed. I mean, you sit there like you feel like a bum, like, but I'm not. I'm just injured.
Yeah.
I mean, like I hate it. It's like, I can be doing more, but I know I can't be doing more because I'm injured. Like that's what it's like. Do you know what I mean? I might forget my crutches and start fucking hitting some bags.
Listen, don't talk too loud. He will hear it, and he may get you down there sitting on a chair hitting the bag. You know what I mean? Especially Simon. He does like a bit of punishment, that man.
Yeah, exactly. If they're Paralympic boxing, that means sign me up, man. Paralympic boxing.
So, I mean, it's a great career ahead of you. Signed to Matchroom. Let's Go Management with Lee Eaton, if that's correct. So you've got some really good direction.
No, it's not. You take over sports with Lee and stuff.
Sorry. Take over sports. Oh, that's just right, because on our last interview it was the other way around. I got it. You messed it up. No, I don't.
I don't know. I don't know who said that.
I have video evidence.
With the Matchroom situation, I might actually sign a Matchroom yet, to be fair. Like it was one just 11 look at me, do you know what I mean? But I think I wouldn't. I think I'm gonna, like, cause I know I'm capable. I honestly think my first fight, someone's getting sparks. Like, do you know what I mean? I think I've got the power to do it. Like, I'm gonna be a monster when I am. 67 kg, 6'3", and I can bang. So.
Yeah. Listen, I think you just get in there, just let it all come natural.
Yeah.
What you do. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I know what I'm capable of.
That size guy, 6'3", you're in light heavy cruiserweight division realistically. So the fact that you're at the lower down weight, keeping opponents off and at distance is going to be, really, really, beneficial. And you can step up those weights as you get older, bigger. So it'd be really exciting to sort of follow the career of Will Olipant. Anyway, so I want to talk to you, Will. I want to get a boxer's expert opinion on the fights of this weekend. Chisora versus Joe Joyce. I'm going to put my hand in the air. Max is going to laugh at me. I did think Joyce was going to win that. I was astonished. I was absolutely astonished.
Yeah, I thought Joyce was definitely. I thought he was going to win it. Yeah.
Listen,
I thought Joyce.
I said as soon as it was announced, I did say I went. Now I feel like Chisora is going to win. He's got that slight edge. I think being lighter, bit quicker. Not a lot quicker, but it was quicker. But I'll tell you what, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at Joe, and he kept coming forward.
Until that one shot.
Oh mate, he's a juggernaut, isn't he? Like, mate, he was taking licks. Like, do you know what I mean? He was taking.
When we were there at the press conference,
good fight, though,
I said to you, didn't I, Max? And said to some of the others, so Dennis McCann and that, I said it is like the train meeting the tank. That's what that fight was like, because Del Boy can take a whack,
it was a fucking
but
good
Joe
fight.
Joyce is unbelievable. His chin, it was unbelievable. All right, he got checked, he dropped down, he got back up. It was like he just fell over like a curbstone or something. He just sort of rolled down, sat straight back up, got back up.
What about that other trip? Was that he fell in slow motion? It was 11th round.
He
just fell in slow motion. Like, he didn't even get hit.
But you know, when you get to
hit,
fighters 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", which is obviously you're talking Joyce, Fury, Wilder, Joshua, the centre of gravity is a heck of a lot lower, so it is easier to go over. And if you're heavier, you know that motion that you're carrying is going to push you over, and that I think is.
Yeah, but I can't work out what he actually fell over. Did he trip over his own feet or something?
Yeah. Well, Baluta managed to fall over absolutely everything, and I mean he was swinging so wildly.
Yeah,
he always does it. Anyway, it's just like he's just a.
I'll tell you what.
We'll
talk about that fight, McCann Baluta fight.
Wow, Dennis, he impressed me. I've been proud of Dennis for years, and he was good. I mean, he was very.
I actually believe he's world level already. I really believe
he proved it. He proved it, didn't he? He proved it. Last fight, he's had a bad day in the office. Like everyone has.
Yeah,
like,
but I'll tell you what though.
Now he's
from the first fight with Baluta back last August in York Hall till Saturday, I feel like Dennis has gone from boy to man.
Yeah, you see, he's sized up.
Yeah, he's sized up. I've been watching him. I've been following him on TikTok and Insta. I've been watching all these training videos. The boy is a warrior. You know what I mean? He puts
he
in
trains
hard
hard.
work.
He always has done. I've known Dennis for years, from like the Repton days. I mean, like he stayed around my ass. Now he's good pals. I mean, and, like even in Repton, he's got like 2-hour trains and that. I mean, he was dedicated.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, the way he was moving, like he was moving so well, slipping all his punches and that. You know,
best I've seen him in ever.
Everyone thought Tyson Fury had the Matrix, but that's nothing what McCann had last night. That was incredible. I was so impressed.
McCann,
yeah. But I'll tell you what, you got to give it up to Baluta though. He took it. He took the punches, but he kept coming forward. Even though he was hurt, them body shots was hurting him, but he kept coming forward.
Yeah, it's a game, isn't he? Like, he just loves the sport, and it's game. I mean,
yeah.
But he's also Baluta is very crafty. So I spoke to him. He's very, very crafty. There's an old adage from my old days, and this is 30 years ago. You know, you spit your gum shield out if you're losing for the last sort of 20, 30 seconds to the fight. They stop the match, you get your gum shield washed, gives you 10, 15 seconds to recover, and you can go all out for the knockout. Well, that's old school, dirty tactics.
Yeah, I saw him do it as well. He spat his
He
gum
did it
shield.
twice.
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah,
and Dennis said to him at the press conference, "Don't be spitting your gum shield out." And twice he did it.
I literally saw him go like, I saw him like proper spit it as well. Like, I actually saw him go. He actually proper spit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's an old school.
Clever, good tactic.
Yeah, old school. That's how. You know, we were told that. You know, I'm going to share my depth of knowledge with you here, Will, and it may come into fruition when you're in there in the championship rounds. So here it is, right? So the first one is the gum shield, which Baluta just demonstrated to you absolutely perfectly.
Yeah.
The other one is when you're going into a really important fight, you grow a goatee. Yeah, get a goatee going on. And then about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you drink, and make sure it's summertime, you drink raw eggs and leave some here, right? Now, everyone's going to think it's disgusting. When you get in a clinch, yeah, go, and you watch his arms go, stinks. You can't smell it, but he'll smell it. It's just something. It's wrong.
I don't think I can do that though. The eggs, man. I've got a bad gag reflex. I'm not puking.
No, don't do that. Just put it around your old goatee so it's sat there just blowing his face. You won't smell a thing, but he will just wilt in front of you and you go, pow, out he goes. I mean, it's just some of those really sort of, it's not really dirty tactics, but it's just like, fuck me, this guy stinks.
Yeah, did you hear Carl Frampton saying about it, going, I hate it when people spit out their gum shields, you know, I didn't really twist my Swede.
No, I think it's tactical, like Eastern Europeans, mate, like in the Europeans, like, when I was amateurs, mate, they've all done it, do you know what I mean? They want that little rest, boss, spit the gum shield out, you've got 10, 15 seconds by the time they wash it and that, do you know what I mean?
That's it, and they get that, and then he knew he was losing the fight, but, you know, and that is just sort of old school.
Right, come, I'm back, I'm gagging to talk about my favourite weight.
Go on.
Moses Atuma. Right.
Oh, yeah, he's a tank, isn't he?
Is he ready to step up and face Wardley or Fraser?
Fabio.
Yeah.
I think he is definitely. I think he definitely is. I mean, he's capable of beating him. I reckon.
But I mean, now you got to think, right? So there's a few fights. Johnny Fisher reckons and here's my hunch, Eddie. When you watch this, Frank, I know these people are going to get shown this, right? Neither of these guys have not got the bollocks to sit there and put sit there and put Johnny Fisher versus Moses Atuma in the next fight. That is never going to happen. I would call for it now.
Not yet. I don't think it's going to happen.
But this is the Fury Joshua fight of the future, I think, because they're both generating their career. But I'd love to see it now. But I don't think they are. I think they are. Do you know what I think? I think Fisher's maybe going to get one of Wardley or Clark. And then I also think that maybe Sol Dakers will be poking his noses into Atuma right now. Or Joyce Atuma. Because where's Joe going to go?
I've got no disrespect towards Johnny Fisher at all. I think he's a fantastic fellow and his dad. But if Moses and Johnny got in the ring now, I think Moses does him.
Do you know what? You say that.
I think it'd be a tear up, you know. I think because Johnny's an hard cunt.
Has he been tested though? Has he been chin checked?
Yeah, but neither's Atuma, and that. Do you know what?
Neither's Atuma. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
I saw some chinks against Marius Wack.
And Johnny's a big fella. He's a bit older. He's a big fella.
He is a unit, isn't he?
Like, and he's hungry. Ain't like someone's coming out or like he's a bit older now. He's hungry himself. Do you know what I mean? So I think it would he would get up for it. Do you know what I mean? Same as Fabio and Fraser. If they all fought like. Whichever turns up, you got to turn up. I was like, you're gonna get mitts.
Yeah. I mean, when I was watching the Atuma versus Marius Wack last night, I was looking at it and I thought, hang on a minute, Atuma's got he's a little bit too wide. Now, I don't know if you'd agree with me, Will. I think that if you put him in with Johnny Fisher, I think he gets chin checked, and then it would be really interesting to see because Johnny is an absolute unit. He's like a wrecking machine, and I think in order to prepare, I think. If you want, before you stick them, I think you're going to see Moses Atuma with Sol Dakers. You've got to see that, I think, because they're both in Queensbury. And then possibly fighting the winner out of Wardley and Clark if they don't put, if Eddie doesn't sit there and pit one of them against Johnny Fisher. I think I'd like to see another fight before I'd see Fisher versus Wardley or Clark, and I've got a feeling it will be Wardley. I don't know why. Yeah. But Wardley
I'll tell you what, Johnny Fisher and Wardley would be a good fight.
Well, Johnny Fisher and Big Fraser will be a good fight.
Be a war, wouldn't it? It's a bit of war, wouldn't
it? I think it'd be more of a war with Wardley and Johnny.
Wardley, yeah.
I just think it's so great in the heavyweights in the UK division right now. But in order to, I think you've got two clear leaders in this. But you can't ever write off Fabio Wardley, who does come from white collar boxing, which is even more astonishing how good he is.
Yeah, crazy that.
But you saw that in that fight. You saw that in the Big Fraser Clark versus Fabio. You saw the naivety of not having that amateur pedigree, which Fraser Clark had. So it'd be interesting. I'm really keen to it. But what I will say about last night's entire show, there wasn't a bad fight on the card.
No, everyone was exciting.
It was a great show, wasn't it? It was a good show.
So, Will, moving back onto you, my friend. When would you like to be back? Who would it be against?
Well, I'm hoping November times. I mean, like, I want to get one before the end of the year at least, because just do my nutting not getting in that ring. Do you know what I mean? Like,
who's on your radar?
I mean, like, I only had a fight yet, so it'll probably be someone like just walk over. Do you know what I mean? Someone's
a bit of a journeyman night.
Yeah, journeyman, give him a bit of pain and that, and then I don't know. I'm not recording names at you. I haven't just started, innit? I've only just started. So I ain't gonna give out any many names yet. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know whether there's anyone you've met along the years who sort of you want a bit of payback on.
I can't really think. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't think of any who I've boxed before. No, not really.
No, I just think it's going to be an exciting young career, and I'm really looking forward to following you from start to finish, and bringing you back regularly on the podcast, coming and interviewing you down the gym, whichever gyms you end up with, and be great to follow you. Be absolutely fantastic. Make you one of our superstars, because I think you got it.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good.
And the size.
Good talking
I think I can't wait for people to see the size of Will Olipant and for the weight.
Yeah, I think they're going to be shocked at the power as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're going to see me in there and go like, what the?
I spoke.
You're going to see me in there and go, he's massive, and then you're going to see the power. And I think, everyone's going to be onto me, I reckon, 100%.
Yeah, speaking to
like,
Will Jones, your trainer,
feisty, like,
power.
I come into the ring with bad intentions, you know what I mean? Like, I want to hurt someone. Like, even when I'm sparring that, I always lose my head so bad. Like,
We've seen it. It's like, calm down.
Yeah.
Will shout.
I'm doing what I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
my sort of man.
Max is a pain man. Not much for the art of boxing, just get in there and chin them. That's basically it. Just slap them up, which is fantastic. So, Max, over to you, the ideal boxer.
Yes, I just want to pick your brains for if you could design your own boxer, no matter what division, what weight, who would you have for, say, footwork, skill, power, boxing IQ?
I think IQ has to go to Mayweather, 100%. Boxing IQ.
Yeah.
A jab, Tommy Hearn's jab. I mean, Tommy Hearn. Power. It's quite food. I think I'll go Tyson or Wilder. Prime Wilder.
Oh, right, so Mike Tyson.
Footwork. Yeah, Mike Tyson, yeah, or Wilder. Footwork. Lomachenko, probably. What else? What else is there? Speed. Would I go for speed? Loads for speed, isn't it? Pacquiao, I think. You know what I mean? Pacquiao. He's rapid,
Yeah,
really.
he is. And what a resume that man has. Is it 8 weight divisions?
Yeah,
Champion,
eight
Sometimes
weight champion.
it's mad how big he got, though, isn't he? Like, he was so, when he first turned over, like, he was skinny, wasn't he?
Wasn't he like 112 pound or something?
Yeah, he was like featherweight, wasn't he? Then he's beefed up to like middle, like it's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
Well, I say as you get older, it's hard
got
to lose the weight, but it's easier to gain it.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that. I only hop around. Right now, I'm like only 68 kilos. I fight at 66.6.
Oh, is it?
I've been at the gym for 5 weeks.
Listen, you soon sweat that out.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's nothing, is it though? It's nothing. 5 weeks I've been at the gym and I literally weigh the same. Do you know what I mean? But,
yeah, but I'll
So
tell you
what
what,
are you
though,
doing?
that's
What sort of
good though,
exercise?
because you could quite easily stuff your face and put a lot of weight on, then it's, you know.
no, I mean I do stuff my face though. Do you know what I mean?
Those days, Max, for us are long gone. Long
Hey,
gone.
listen,
Do you remember that?
I'll just look at a bit of food and put weight on.
My tablet is mad. I eat 10 pizzas. Next day I wake up the same weight. You know what I mean? That's what it's like.
There's some kids
I know
you
that
just
wasn't
absolutely hate, right? Listen.
Well, listen, I've just drunk a litre of chocolate, right? I'll probably put on a fucking kilo.
But don't listen, Will. What we'll tell you, they'll tell you the truth, my friend. It is in the post. One day you're going to wake up, 31, 32 years old, try and zip your trousers up, and all of a sudden you're going to be a fat bastard, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, you won't be fitting.
Listen, I hope I can be boxing there. I hope my career and that. You know what I mean?
No, that's as your career. You're going, oh my god, you'd be phoning up your trainer going,
Yeah,
I've got to lose 10
I can't
pounds.
fit me 28s no more.
It's like Paddy the Baddie, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know.
I'll tell you
I
what.
don't know.
How does he do it? Did you see the
Honestly, he
size
goes
of him in
massive,
January?
and it's crazy. And now, like he fought last night, he just ripped, like shredded. Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
But there was another guy who was famous for doing that, and his name was Ricky Hatton. He did exactly the same. He used to go down to a place called the Butty Box, and he used to fluctuate with his weight. And what a great world champion he was.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
right,
tell you
yeah,
what, we
great.
met him
One of
down
the
in
great
Cleethorpes, and what a story he's got to tell. It's brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's got a good story, isn't he? Like, he fought the best of the best, didn't he? He thought you would fight anyone, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I think like, but back then it was more like that though. Everyone just fights everyone because you got her in you. There weren't as much money back then. There was a bit of money, but now it's just mental, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
I
speaking
think,
of that, what do you think of the new Riyadh season? How do you think it's affecting boxing? Do you think it's a positive or negative?
I think it's good, you know. I think it's good
do you think this,
because they're just putting on 50-50
you think-
fights.
what they've done for sport is good, but it shouldn't be held out there?
Yeah,
So
maybe that.
maybe
Counts,
sort of
yeah.
mixed reviews
I feel
and all
like the
that
British
about it.
title. They've started a British title like heavyweight clash, like a big heavyweight clash in the British. It should be in Wembley always. I mean, like big fights, so that should be in Britain.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing because they are putting on good shows on the 50-50 fights. I mean,
Listen,
like,
there's no money
America,
expect. You know, they're not cheaping out on the money.
Because
you know what I mean? They're throwing
because
it
the
in.
money's there, everyone will fight anyone because the money's there. Like people will fighting now. Like no one's dodging anyone because the money's there. They get offered it. They ain't saying over to 500 quid. I mean, you're gonna get in the ring. Like I know I would. Like straight away.
Yeah, I mean, we'd
You
go
know,
out
even
there for a
like-
packet of peanuts and a hot dog.
Yeah.
But I tell you what though, I think the thing is as well. I mean, there's rumour mills and boxing go together like peanut butter and jelly, as the Americans say. But there is rumours that the Queensberry, Matchroom, Golden Boy, and all the other big promotional companies are actually end up being amalgamated into one big combat fight league owned and dominated by the Saudis because money talks. And is it at that point there where it's going to go on, it's going to become more UFC-like, which I think is a wonderful idea, where you've, like you said, the 50-50 fights are happening, because the belts are now becoming quite irrelevant, I feel, in the fact that there is now so many of them. Diamond belts,
what's your views
silver,
on
super
all these
heavyweight.
belts? Do you think they should cut them down a bit?
Yeah, it's stupid. Like it's just like making up belts just to get people's trying to get people's names out there. But I think one just stick to the original belts: British title, Commonwealth,
Europeans,
and obviously all the world titles, WBA, WO, and European, and that's it. Like what's it in continental stuff now? I
It's
don't
like
get
when,
all that. The silver,
when
all
Fury
that.
was at his last conference before he fought Usyk, was it like 8 belts or something when it ended?
Yeah, I think so. He said he was going to give them all to Turkey because he's got them all anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, in my
it's
day, when
ridiculous,
I was
like-
coming through and I was doing the amateurs, I wanted to turn pro, but to be honest, I never had the temperament for it. But I think I really would have loved to have done that. But when you sit there and you look at it, if when it was me, it was always going to be Southern Area Championship. Then you go for English, then it's British, Commonwealth, and then you go European. And then you're ready for the stage. But the idea was always that Lonsdale belt was always something really special for a British fighter.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's the best one.
But now they're giving you've got a silver belt, a silver champion, an interim
I don't get all
champion. I mean, the only reason I think that boxing world needs shaking up on 2 different fronts. Number one, all these belts. That's the first thing. And the second one is the anti-doping thing. It needs to have one global representation that everybody who is fighting for a belt above, say, domestic title, so anything that goes above European, shall we say, then I think that needs to be one testing, because all of this, UCAD said this, VADA said that, WADA said this. Do you know what I mean? It's getting out of hand.
Yeah, because we had views on this, the drug testing last year over the Conor Benz incident. And I said to Rand, I went, why has one drug testing saying no, it was clear, and then a voluntary one, no, you're not clear? Why was that happening? If the main one said it was clear, why is a voluntary one going, oh no, you ain't? Why is there 2? Why don't you just get rid of one?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I mean, it's just be one.
I mean,
it's one person.
Like UFC, they have one body do their drug testing. That is it.
Yeah, but they have one.
Yeah,
they have one division.
UFC goes straight to it. Do you know what I mean? I thought UFC's like. I feel like boxing's so hard because like UFC. Yeah, they've all lost like 7, 8 fights. They're still fighting for world title. They're still fighting for the belt. Do you know what I mean? The boxing, like
they're writing fighters off after
Yeah,
2 losses. That's it. Your career's done, or 1 loss even. I mean, it's crazy.
that's what I mean. If you lose against, that's what I mean. Like with UFC, they don't. If you're good, you're good.
Yeah, I
You're
think
always gonna fight
you
against
get
the
the
shot.
odd one who's a superstar like Conor McGregor, who become
Yeah, he brought it up, didn't he, massively.
powerfully brought it up.
I didn't really watch it all too. He can't win long. Do you know what I mean?
So
Yeah,
I think as well, until you see with the Conor Ben scenario, and I mean we know he's personal friends with like Bill Whitrod and things like that, who's a good friend of Conor's. When I sat with Conor, and we sat with him at the gym, Max, if you remember, I said, if you haven't done it, Conor, you don't admit to ever doing it. I would never admit to a lie, right? Never, ever, ever. I would never admit to something I hadn't done if it meant I never fought in England again. And that's what I said to him. And I think he took that on board. So I apologise to everybody if it was me that caused that. I don't think it was, but that's what I said to him. But on the other hand, until you change the legislation and say, Conor, I understand you might not know where it had come from, but you're banned anyway. You can argue me till the cows come home. You're not fighting anyway. Then, because it's not the point that it's accidentally got there, and it could have been his wife was trying to get pregnant. It could have been a fluid transfer thing on the day. It could have been anything, right? until you say it doesn't matter how it got there, it's there. You got banned. That's
there,
it.
yeah.
Don't because that poor sod, right, has gone through trauma through his family. He's gone through ridicule from the fans. He's lost hundreds of thousands of pounds in lawyer fees, and he's not been able to earn what his potential is. And I real feel for him that over something that was so minute. And let's face it, Dillian White's had 4 cases of it, so it's not the end of the world. But he's
one of them is actually found not
defending.
guilty yet.
Well, it doesn't matter. And it depends on who you ask as to who you think. But I think until we get to the stage, it's like the scoring. I mean, you must have seen some things, Will, where it's like, oh my God, the judge, how could they see it like that? Do you want to borrow my glasses, mate? Because you can't see, until there's a regulatory board that says, okay, that's this, that's that, that's that. And I was trying to explain to Max how judges do get it different because they're seeing the fight from different angles. They're not all sat in front of one place. They're at different sides around the ring, but
a lot of judges only watch one fight. Do you know what I mean? They might pick a fight and watch what they're throwing. They don't always watch the whole fight.
Yeah, talking about the old bit of judging, Nina Hughes' fight. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, bad.
Yeah. How can you get all the way to the point of lifting her hand up, winner, then all of a sudden, oh no, sorry, we got it wrong. You ain't the winner. You lost.
But it is bad. But she's got to get another shot, and she's got to, they can't.
Do you know what? She's such a sweet woman as well. I mean, spent time with Nina.
Yeah, very nice lady.
And I think with her, hope she's going to be becoming a guest on the podcast as well. And I sat there and I thought to myself, in 30 odd years of boxing, just to give everyone an idea of how old I am, 32 years of boxing, I've never seen it. I've seen fighters rock.
Never seen it.
But
I've never seen it before. I've never seen that. That is mad. Like, I don't know how they can even do that. Like, was it the commentator? Did they cheat? Like, no, like it's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
something suspicious went on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it? I think. Was she being picked on because of her age?
Yeah, and I see like Shanika's got a massive following, isn't she? Because like, so it means got a massive following. They probably think, oh, if she loses, like, you know what I mean? It's just like it does. A lot of it's about social media now.
Well, last time Shanika fought in England was on the Sonny Edwards fight, and she lost.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? The next thing you know, she's fighting Nina for a belt.
But Nina fought on this Sonny Edwards undercard as well.
Yeah. What did she beat? Katie Ely?
Yeah.
At least now, she'll still get another shot now, do you know what I mean? Like, she has to. Like, they can't just end it. They can't let her end her career there. Like, it's liberty.
Yeah, well, I can't see Leon suffering now. I think he's going to go gunning for people, isn't he? You know.
Yeah, he's going to sort it out. He will sort it out. He'll make sure she gets another shot. Like, either it's...
Yeah, I think she's got to wait, hasn't she, for the Shanika Johnson and
Jamie Mitchell
fight. So I know Jamie as well because I work with her for TCL. But yeah, I think it really is going to be an interesting few months coming up. Not as interesting as it's going to be when you step back into that ring, Will. Can't wait to see you back down the gym.
Love to be there on your debut fight. I can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait. Like, I just want to get back in the gym. I mean, I want to hit someone. I want to get it. I want someone to hit me.
Listen, you ain't hitting me, son. Trust. My days of pulling gloves on are over.
I want someone to hit me. I want to feel like.
I'll tell you what, there's some really tasty fighters in the Edge Gym down at there, which are moving to a new place.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's popping off in there.
It is really, really good.
I love it in there. Like, the buzz is always going on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always a buzz.
Well,
by
the time you get back,
he'll
be in his new place, won't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, he will be, won't he? Yeah, that'd be good.
The rings are turned up.
Nice, Parker. Yeah, it's all getting done quite quick now, ain't it? You know what I mean? Like, it's good. It's 2 rings going in there, isn't it? 2 rings, bigger space. Yeah, we're banging. I can't wait.
Hopefully, it ain't gonna be as hot in there. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, it gets hot in there, doesn't it? Jesus. Because it's pure tin pot, innit? It's a tin pot.
Yeah.
So when the sun shines through, it just blares through, doesn't it? Like
listen, I'm just standing there holding the camera and I'm sweating out and I'm thinking, how are these boys and girls training?
Yeah, but I like it though. I actually love it hot though. I love it boiling. I love it. Like,
I don't mind the heat. What I can't stand is the sun. I hated training in it.
Listen, I'm Alaska.
I love it. I'm from Canary Islands. I mean, I love the sun.
Oh, so you're used to the heat. I'll bother being Alaska, mate.
Exactly. Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
That's because he's a Viking. He comes from a cold place.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Anyway, Will, thank you so much for joining us on the Boxing Bantz podcast. It's an absolute pleasure. Really looking forward to following you. And we'll see you down that gym very, very shortly.
Yes. And
100%.
All the best on your recovery, guys, all right?
Yeah, cheers, mate. I'll see you very soon. Cheers, Andy. Cheers, Matt.
Catch
Love
you
'em.
later.
Bye, mate.
See ya. Bye, bye.